sometimes when we're first getting started, we might click them the first time or two just to say, yeah, this is the idea. This is what's afoot. And so that can help them to kind of engage and try a little bit more. One of the things that is an amazing thing about positive reinforcement is they tend to raise their own criteria. This is significant. With traditional training, with pressure release, we tend to have to add more pressure in order to raise the criteria. With positive reinforcement, they tend to raise their own, so that's really valuable.
And then Shawna will go to Shawna to feed.
Shawna, come to you.
Hello, man. Hi. Yeah. Good job, little guy. Little guy, little.
Santino's a little guy too. So we have a tendency, if we can, I run to the food, to the horse. We don't want the horses circling and coming in closer and closer and closer to their ground person. So instead, we say the ground person comes to you. You do you, and the ground person will come bring you breakfast in bed. So did you make adjustments?
I made it wider, longer. Okay, that was a little better.
Yeah.
I gave him a little bit more room in between the first and second one. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm gonna give him a little higher X.
Little guy. Little guy. Big cow. Just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you can see here, remember we call this a bridge signal because it bridges a time lapse between the moment which they do the correct behavior, the moment which we can reinforce them for that correct behavior. So we can click over the jump. He's not getting fed over there, but we've marked that moment in time and said that is the piece you're getting fed for. So this is where we kind of start to see the use of our bridge signal, our clicker, whatever the communication may be, as a way of saying, yes, I need to tell you this part in time, but I can't feed that part. But they definitely make the correlation. They're like, I earned it, it's coming.
Okay, Cass.
So tell us what you're doing and why you're doing it, Jessie.
I'm just giving him something to stay in the air a little bit longer for now that it's wider, and something also to peek down at.
Uh-huh.
I may add a box or whatever else I need in there so he's in the air a little longer and he can take his time a little better with his form. Big release. He's just a little bored with all this.
Hi, handsome, hi. Even him coming around the corner looks like it has more brightness to it. I think that's an important piece there. She said, I'm not sure he's jumping all that better, but he feels more energetic. So sometimes our ultimate picture looks very different. We have to take the small steps along the way and say, well, that's a little better. It's a shaping process, especially since he hasn't done this in forever. So it's kind of us getting back to him, kind of refining that process, saying a little bit brighter, a little bit more, a little bit this, until he can get that. Hey, keep in mind, he's just been jumping, without positive reinforcement for a while now, so it probably has a little bit of a flatter affect for him. So we want to kind of bring the pizzazz back into it, what's in it for him? Why would he possibly want to jump? And so now, besides being made to. So now we want to say, hey, there is something in it for you. And so that he can kind of think through it and change his perception of it.
So the longer you can spend some time suspended in the air, and this doesn't matter if you're jumping or you're doing
you can see, we put in a little bit of repetition to it to see if we can't see the evolution, to see the changes that we can help him to try a little more, to give a little bit more within that construct a little bit. But certainly the more we mix it up down the road, hopefully he gets the idea. But right now we're trying to say, this is the piece, this is the piece.
Put it up a hole.
We're gonna stand in the shade.
By the lady.
Your knee off.
Hi. Yeah, hello. Nice to see you. And it's okay with me that he comes over and says, hey, I just say, I'm not going to feed that. You can do that all you want, but I'm not going to feed that.
Okay, Cass.
So he starts learning, I need to, or be reminded, you need to do something in order to earn the reinforcement.